Hello everybody, how's it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at what is going to happen at March. I am going to prepare everything beforehand and then I will come back so you can pick the piles. Let's just do it. Why I put the candles instead of runes is because I'm going to pick the runes when I am looking to the cards, basically. I'm going to pick every rune at the right time. That's why I prepared like this. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Pick one and let's just start it. Okay, red candle. How is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at the cards and the runes for the March. I don't want to just divide as I did at the last month. I would like to look at everything at once. Before I open the cards, I'm going to look at the runes. Sovolo. Now this, by the way, the cat is at the door, wants me to open the door. And Issa. Okay. Sovolo, Naudis and Issa. Naudis and Issa might sound a little scary at the beginning, but do not worry about it. Sometimes we just look at the runes or we look at the cards and we have this idea everything is going to go bad. We are not going to be really happy. Things are going wild. And there's going to be a suffering no matter what. But sometimes they're not talking about it. They just talk about things might go bad maybe, but you're going to find a way, kind of an approach. I'm new to that approach as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I was thinking that if I see something negative, I was just everything is gonna go bad. But no more. I'm not doing that. Now this is talking about limitation of something. Something is limited. Something is just making you feel limited. There's some kind of a lack. Something is not going well. But Isa is talking about ending things, right? So maybe, because there's Sovolo, and you might actually talk about this setting in two different ways. Whatever you're going to feel is going to be extreme. Sovolo is talking about that. Second thing is just whatever is happening right now is going to end and you're going to be happy. Because I'm not just looking to the runes as this is past, this is present, and this is future. I'm not looking like that. I can say you that whatever is just giving you the trouble, whatever is giving you this limitation might come to an end and it is going to make you happy. But this happiness is not going to happen really easily. I have to tell you that too. Soul is talking about breaking the ice, and there's ice. So this is not a bad reading. This is a good reading, okay? Whatever is giving you limitation, whatever is challenging you is going to come to an end. It is going to make you really happy. Whatever is the problem is going to find a way to just resolve itself. Or you are going to be really able to resolve it by yourself. You might understand things in a different way. You can have different kind of an approach. You can have different kind of a perspective. You might get help. You might talk to other people who are going to be really understanding and really helpful. You might find a new set of talents that is going to be really helpful to you. You might build up something is going to bring you a lot of advancement. Those kind of things might happen at the March. It might sound a little tiresome, but every tarot reader that I actually trust so far are telling that March is going to be fiery. So if it is fiery, so be it. You have the sun in your runes. You are the fire, no one else. Okay, that is a really good start. I like this one. It is promising quite a lot. I love it. First, I'm going to look at 3 cards. And then if I find it necessary, I'm going to open more cards. I'm going to open more cards, that's for sure. Ace of Swords. 9 of Pentacles, that's really good. And King of Wands. Okay. No one is going to mess with you. You're the sun, you're the fire of the March. So you're at the good side. Whatever was giving you the troubles before is just going away one way or another. But I have a feeling that it is because of your talent, because of your ability, your situation, your beginnings, your initiative. And this is definitely you. You are going to reap what you sow, and you reaped a lot of good things. So, but I can say that you're going to feel fine at March. March is not going to bring troubles to you as much as maybe it was bringing you at February. I don't know. Ace of Swords is talking about a new beginning. If you would like to start something new, it might actually happen. You might feel really, really good about it. You can find the opportunity to start something new. You can talk with someone new. Now, If it is like a love-related situation, if it was like a love reading, I will say that you're single and you're ready to mingle. Definitely, because this is like the card of like, I'm fine as I am, I don't need anyone. But this is talking about talking with someone really charismatic, right? I see some kind of a leadership. If you're working as a freelancer, for example, you're solid, you're gold, everything is going to be fine. If you couldn't find any clients before, customers, I don't know what you're calling them, you are going to find really good people to work with. It is going to be really productive. Any kind of a stagnation related to work might come to an end. Any kind of a struggle related to money might come to an end. And you are going to find this success really sweet, my friend. You are going to find it quite sweet. Ace of Swords is talking about success and victory. Making the right decision, trusting your own intellect. Your mental energy, mental capacity is going to grow this month, and you're going to stimulate your mind quite more than usual. And you're going to talk. When you talk, things are going to be really working out. When you are talking with new people, you're going to find them intellectually your equal people. And mental capacity is growing, rising, so you can do more than that. If there was any kind of a stagnation at work, for example, you are going to find a way to get out of that stagnation, and it is going to work out wonderfully. No confusion. If there was any kind of a person who's trying to take advantage of your confusion, if there's any kind of a person trying to manipulate you in one way or another, no, it's not going to happen, because you have this power of mind. No one is going to mess with you. Even if they try, they cannot make it happen. Anything that is holding you back, you're going to be able to cut it down. You're going to free yourself from that thing. And only speaking about Ace of Swords, by the way. We didn't start to talk about the others. When it comes to relationships, if you have like ideals, like this should happen, this kind of a person, if you have like standards, this is talking about having standards, definitely. And Ace of Swords is also talking about having standards when it comes to love. You're going to find someone according to your own standards, and do not settle for something less. Do not settle for someone who is just like being really manipulative or being really toxic or something really bad. Don't fall for that trap. If there's any kind of a relationship is going on and you're not really that sure what is happening, if you're happy or not, if it is a good thing or not, cut it down. Cut it down. And you're going to feel so much better after that. You're going to feel definitely so much better after that. When it comes to understanding other people's feelings, I would like to talk about it for a second, because it might have an importance later on. Understanding other people's feelings, having an empathy for them. You're not just going to see how they feel, you're going to understand why they are feeling like it. There's going to be like a mental capacity that is going to be solving those kind of problems as well. If you have like a parent, for example, I don't know why I wanted to go with this example, and you are just seeing that person as being a little hysterical, even maybe, something like that, maybe negative kind of a way. And then you're going to understand why they're upset. You're going to understand it. Now, it is not your job to fix the problem, but you will have the understanding of why people are acting in this way. And understanding the people and understanding why they're acting in this way is going to create a boundary, like a natural boundary between those people and you. Not in a bad way. You will understand them and you're just going to be like, I don't feel like it. So this is why you will have the standards in your life, especially when it comes to love or, the human connection. I'm not just going for this kind of a problem. If you have trauma, please go and fix it by yourself, and then maybe we can be together. If you're meeting someone new and that person's bringing a lot of emotional baggage, it is not your job to fix it. If this person is already in your life and you have been together for a really long time, now it could be your problem as well. If there's any kind of a problem like that, you can find a way to solve it with professionals. But generally, when we are looking to the new beginnings or new friendships, new love situation or something new, something was not there before, it is not your problem to fix it. If it is a problem, that is not yours to fix it. People should be able to just deal with their problems by themselves, even though it sounds really harsh. And some people might say that if we are going to be together, we have to solve everything together. If we just find a way to get out of this problem together, then we are going to be really happy together, if we're going to be solid, and our relationship is going to be really important. No, not every time it happens in that way. You're nobody's mother, you're nobody's therapist, and don't take it as like your problem. Don't take it as like your duty to fix it. And thank God this month you're not going to feel like you're surrounded with those kind of problematic people. I'm not saying that you are going to deal with those kind of problematic situations. No. What I'm trying to say here is that you will have these natural boundaries that people who already have not really so great situations in their lives are just going to move away from you. And it is going to work wonderfully for you. Money-related situations might be really important in this month. How you are going to spend the money, mostly, I'm speaking of. Not how you are earning, but how you are spending as well. Now, I said that if you're a freelancer, you might find new people to work with, and it might be really productive. If you're working in another kind of a company, in another kind of a setting, then you will have more money than usual. And then you're going to think of like, okay, what am I going to do with this money? What should I do to keep it? What should I do to keep the value of the money, maybe? And those kind of questions might resonate with you quite a lot this month. And you're going to be able to do it because you have an idea what you should do at the beginning. And also you will have the opportunity to do it. So I don't know if you realize, but when I'm speaking at this reading, I don't know why, but I say that this is not going to be a problem for you. This is not going to be a problem for you. Maybe, just maybe, you are just focusing on the things that what might be the problem. Maybe you are the one who is seeking for the problem. Okay, something is off. Maybe you have that kind of a feeling. But I don't know why. I just need to ensure you like it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Maybe you're focusing on the problematic situations. Maybe you were focusing on the problematic situations quite a lot, and now you are just finding a way to get rid of those kind of negative things. And you're going to feel like maybe something was off before, but now you're going to see that things are evolving in a good way. But you still keep the feeling of like, what if it goes bad? What if this person is not really that good? What if this work relationship is not going to pay off? What if? Those kind of negative undertone might be happening because of the past experiences, This is definitely that, the stagnation and the problematic situations, but it is coming to an end. So you have to just trust yourself for a second. You have to trust your fate for a second, because things are going to pay off in a really good way. When it comes to being the leader of whatever you are doing, or if you're getting into a situation and you're just like sharing your opinion, you are going to have your opinions, and you are going to be seen as like a really opinionated person. And opinionated people might be seen as like a little, I don't know, not everybody is going to agree with them. You're not bending your opinions, you're not bending your ideals, you're not bending your backbone. That is good. Let's just look at what might happen with more cards. I would like to put them a little up so I can put more cards. Okay, you see, Okay, Wheel of Fortune. 5 of Swords. That's really strange combination. 9 of Cups. We know what it is. When good things happen, when the good things just like show themselves, right? We always just like see it with the past experiences. And if you have like the bad experiences before, you will have like, oh no, what's happening now? Something is off. You're going to feel like it, even though things are not really bad at all. You will have a lot of good things that are going to happen in your life this month. You will achieve a lot of things. The fate is going to smile upon you. You will have chances. You will have advancements. You will have money. You will have happiness and everything. However, you might actually feel like it's not the case. You might feel like, no, something is off. Maybe you have to find a way to just get rid of that kind of a feeling for your own sake. Look, I was talking about the boundaries. I would like to go back to that for a while. 7 of Swords and Ace of Swords is talking about like playing solo. Like if you are playing a game, you are not playing with multiplayer setting. You are just playing by yourself. You are not letting everyone in. You are not just putting people in. Maybe it can create kind of an isolation. And maybe you don't want to have that kind of an isolation, but since because you have like high expectations or high standards for people, and they cannot just make it happen, you might feel like there are not really good people around you. Now, this month it might change. This month you might have new friends. This month you might meet new people. And if you're single, for example, you might meet with someone that is going to please you quite a lot. I'm not saying that you're going to fall in love and it is going to be the best love ever or something like that. It might happen, but this is not the focus. You're going to see new people that you're going to find them intellectually your equal. Maybe you have been single for a really long time. Maybe you were just like alone for a really long time. Maybe you didn't have really good friends for a long time. And it is changing, and still you're just thinking like you are alone and you cannot deal with this thing, or you don't know what to do with this new person, something like that. You might not know actually where to put this person in your life at the beginning. I would like to look at what is this isolation is about. I would like to see what it is about. It's definitely ending. I know that it is definitely ending, that you are being alone and playing alone and doing things by yourself, and no, it's not going to happen anymore. But why this isolation? Maybe everything was expected from you. Maybe people were being really, really mean when it comes to sharing the obligations and responsibilities, and they just gave it to you. And you felt like sometimes when you have to deal with a lot of stuff, you don't have the emotional capacity to deal with other people. It especially happens when you have like the parents aren't just like being hysterical. And I mentioned that before. Maybe that's why. Maybe you were the grown up at the family. Maybe you were the responsible one at the setting that you were in, and you had to deal with everything by yourself, and it was really tiring, and you don't have any kind of a feeling, you don't have like the power, like the will to meet with new people, dealing with new people. You're just like so tired and exhausted, you cannot deal with people anymore. And maybe that's why you feel fine as you are being single, as being isolated. You feel fine about it, but it is ending in a good way. Never forget that we have Sovolo. It is the sun. It is just like ice melting, the biggest power, like the power of the universe and everything, right? And you have the Wheel of Fortune, and the things are turning in your favor, definitely. And you might meet new people that are going to be really effective in your life this month. And you can see the difference. You can just compare the things as like, okay, it was happening like this before and now it is happening like that. And it might be a little tiresome at the beginning, as I said, but it is going to be really, really effective, and it's open to growth. Okay, one more card for the Seven of Swords. Why you were feeling alone and okay by yourself. It's Queen of Pentacles, because it was dictated to you that you have to be the one who is taking care of everybody. Maybe because of that. You have to take care of this, you have to take care of that, you have to do this and you have to do that. And at a certain point it felt like, never mind, give it to me, I will deal with it easier, I will make it quicker. For a reason, it gave me that, okay, I will finish it faster so I can go with my life. And also, people made you feel like you are the one who's supposed to take care of situations. And it is ending. It is ending. Definitely, it is ending. You are not going to feel like you have to deal with those kind of problems anymore. You're not going to feel like things just like put you in a corner, isolated, and you have to deal with everything with your own wit. You don't have to do it anymore. You're not going to challenge yourself to just get even. You're not going to challenge your mind to find an excuse for the situations. You're not going to challenge your mind to deal with everything by yourself. You can do everything by yourself. Don't get me wrong. You have the power, you have the ability and everything, right? But here's the thing, you don't have to. This month you don't have to do it by yourself. You can survive by yourself, but it is not living if you are not sharing with the people that you love the most. And you're going to find your power, and you're going to find your luck at your side, and the things are going to provide you quite a lot because there is a happiness card in here. That's what I saw for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye! Hey, number 2, how is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at what might happen at March. Everyone I know and everyone I trust as a reader is saying that March is going to be really fiery, and let's see why. I put the candle because I wanted to look at the runes at once. That's why I'm going to look at the runes at the beginning, and then we are going to look at the cards. We have Pertho. That's a really good start. Hagalas. And Manas. Pertho is talking about game, having fun, enjoying things. And Hagalas is talking about a little bit of like a setback, but the Manas is talking about the humanity and your abilities of doing things. What I can say at the beginning is that whatever is just like making you not to focus on the joy of the life, the games and the plays and the kind things and the nice things with the people and those kind of things, whatever is giving you the setback, you're going to understand why it is happening and you're going to be able to fix it by yourself. I'm not saying that you're not going to have any kind of a help, but you will have the power to just fix the problems that might happen in this month. And it is a really good start. I'm not saying that there's going to be like a huge problem in your life this month, but whatever it's just like happening, whatever life brings to you, you will have the capacity to fix it. You will have the capacity to just deal with those kind of things. And when you're doing those kind of things, you're not going to feel like, oh, I have to do it now. Oh, I just like, I don't know, I don't want to do it, but I have to. You will not going to feel like it. It's going to be like a game to you. It's going to be like a play to you. You will do it perfectly, honestly. You will do it like with ease. It's not going to bring a lot of problems to you. You will feel fine about it. That was really simple. That was really quick. And I just would like to look at the cards as soon as possible. 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, and 3 of Cups. Pertho. Definitely. Now I would like to look at the 4 of Pentacles at the beginning. Maybe you have been just dealing with the business and money for a really long time and you just felt like there's a routine and you cannot just escape from this routine and it is just like making you a little bored. Yes, you are comfortable maybe and you might have a little money, but it is not bringing you a lot of happiness or joy. Maybe you have to go to the work at a place that you don't want to work at the beginning. Those kind of feelings I'm speaking of. It doesn't have to be the specific example, of course, but you have to do something and it is bringing you something, yes, but it is not making you happy anymore. Money-oriented situation is supposed to be something like a short-term thing. It shouldn't be like a character build. You shouldn't be like build your character over being money-oriented, right? Otherwise it is being greedy. It is like being about a money person, like not thinking of anything else but money, and it is not really a good thing, is it? Money-oriented situations might work wonderfully in a short term. If you're just like focusing on the money for a specific time in your life, it is okay because you have goals, you have dealings, and you're just like focusing on this thing. And of course it is going to come to a conclusion, and if it comes to the conclusion, you have to just stop dealing with this situation. You just have to stop being like money oriented person and you have to just turn back to the humanity again. Otherwise it is hoarding, otherwise it is being greedy, otherwise it is being a miser. It is not really that great thing. Having that balance is up to you, and this month you are going to see the difference. You are going to see that why you are dealing with specific situation, and you're going to feel like why it is the necessity, and you're going to find a way out of this situation. I'm not saying that you're going to break the routines. I'm not saying that, for example, you're going to quit your job just because you feel fine now. I'm not saying that, but what I'm trying to say here is that you're going to reassess your relationship with money, and it is going to provide you a little bit more joy and happiness and passion and celebration even, because you see there's a celebration right now. You shouldn't just like nurture a beast that is going to turn back against you and try to ridicule you, get rid of you, and those kind of things. And unfortunately, money is that monster. Money is the one who's supposed to nurture you. You shouldn't just nurture the money. If you're doing exactly the opposite of it, it is not providing you, it is taken away from you. And you have to stay away from those kind of situations. In March, you're going to see what is really important and what is not, why you need the money, why you have to work this hard, why you have to deal with this kind of a thing. You have to remind yourself why you're doing this, why you're working in this job, why you're focusing on this thing, why you're putting all of your effort and your energy and your passion into this project. Now, Knight of Wands and Four of Pentacles is talking about a passion project that is going to turn out quite well. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is not really a bad card. It's not really a bad combination. But you have to remind yourself like why you're focusing on this thing. At the beginning of this, if you feel like you have a lot of things to do, you have to make it clear to yourself like why you're doing it. So you can keep the boundaries with the money and the necessities and the people that you're working with, so you can feel happy at the later on. Now, monetarily, you're not going to feel bad this month. Maybe that's why you will have the chance and time to just sit down and think about it for a second. You will feel fine. Job is going to pay a lot and the business is going to grow. It will have a potential, definitely. And you might actually celebrate it with people. And you can have people who are having money as well. When you're focusing on from this side, from this perspective, it is all related to money. It is not like you're doing your passion project and you are having fun with your friends. It is like you're getting money from your passion project and you're spending the money with your wealthy friends. Everything is like money oriented, you see? You have to just change that kind of a thing. You have to learn from this thing and you have to just focus on the other stuff. Maybe at the beginning of the month, you have to just focus on those kind of things so you can have better things later on, because there's a celebration. I don't know why, but something is going to pay off, something is going to happen in a really good way and you are going to celebrate it. And it is a really good card, isn't it? Now I would like to look at more cards before I say anything else. But before I do that, I have to tell you that since because Knight of Wands is talking about feeling energetic, feeling powered up, feeling like you can do whatever you would like to do, kind of a feeling, that kind of like being energized, being ready to go, being just like focused on the good things are going to solve a lot of problems for you. But you have to stop looking everything as like a money-oriented situation. For a while, maybe you just have to focus on the humankind, human connection, humanely things. Successful financial investment is out there. Don't worry about that. We have to just focus on the people. That's what the cards are saying. It's more like a work hard, play hard thing. You are working hard, but you're not playing at all. You have to balance it out. You have to balance things. You have to balance the human connection. You see that there's a professional who is just like focusing on the work-related situations. You're professional enough to do whatever you would like to do. You have that kind of a power in you. You don't have to worry about like what is going to happen next. Because whatever is going to happen next is something that you are going to decide, no one else. So you're not going to be like pushed and pulled over because of the monetary situations. Okay, this card showed itself in the first reading as well. A lot of burden, a lot of problems, a lot of responsibilities that you have to take care of, a lot of things that you have to deal with. And Three of Swords, and it gave you this negative feeling. Okay, and the Star. Okay, that's really good, isn't it? Let me put my cards in a better order and then I will talk about it a little bit more. You see, Ten of Wands is talking about being burdened with responsibilities, with work, with problems and everything. And maybe you're just feeling like, I have to do this. I have to earn the money. Who is going to earn the money? I understand you quite well, honestly. You know, you might feel like you became the martyr You feel like you are the victim of a situation, you did not want to do it, and it is breaking your heart, honestly. Maybe it started as something that you did not want to do at the beginning, but then you excelled on it, and now you can just do whatever you would like to do, but you still focus on the negative side. You have to heal yourself, man. You have to just focus on the good things. You have to just like focus on the passionate things again. You have to focus on like not only the money situation, but what I would like to do. You know, what I would like to see in my life. What kind of things that I would like to focus on in my life. And March is going to bring you a lot of opportunities to do it so. I see there's going to be a talk with an important person. It could be a boss. It could be like a father figure, like, or you know, a mother figure, I don't know, someone important, someone who has the power, someone who has the authority, and you're going to talk with this person. You're going to deal with the situation. You're going to say, maybe, you know, if you're working in a place and you feel like really burdened and you feel like you're heartbroken because everyone is just like pushing and pulling all the things in your life and you don't want to do it, and if you talk about it, there's a high chance that you are going to fix it. You know, sometimes bosses and the important people, they can neglect people a lot. But in this case, they might actually hear things. They might actually listen to you and they can do something about it. And when they do something about it, you can feel like you are being heard, you are being cherished and valued, and things are going to work wonderfully after that. So don't keep it in yourself. Just share it with the people that you think that it might be really important. Knight of Wands is talking about what you can do, your active situation, your actions. And the Star is talking about healing yourself. So it is talking about you have to heal yourself. You shouldn't expect from other people, right? But talking about it is not like you are nagging about it and you are just asking help from other people because you cannot do it. It is not like that. It is like you are taking an action to just fix a situation. It is like standing up for yourself, isn't it? So it is all about how you are seeing the things. Talking with other people is not just like relying on other people for the things. Sharing your problems with other people is not just nagging or just like criticizing the situation or just like feeling not really being able to do things. You are able to do things. And if you cannot talk about it, if you just cannot share it, how you're going to fix it? And I see there's a progress. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a progress. And when you see it, you're going to feel extremely happy because you see that it is working out wonderfully. I didn't see the problem in there. Now, I have to talk about love situation before I end the things. And love situations might be a little, I don't know, wishy-washy at the beginning. If you have a relationship with someone, this person might just like try to be the powerful one, the dominant one. And they can just push things. They can be a little cruel even. And they can just like expect you to just accept everything as it is. But you don't have to. You don't have to. If you don't enjoy the situation that you are in, you can leave. Because you're not alone. You see, you're not alone. There are a lot of people who are going to listen to you. If you have like a problematic situation that is going on in the love-related circumstances, you will find a way to get rid of those kind of negative things. You will learn quite a lot this month. What you can do, what you can focus on, what is just like creating this possessiveness. You see, sometimes Four of Pentacles is talking about possessive actions. And when you're looking to the love-related situation, this person that you are like in love with maybe, or having a relationship, might think that they owned you. And it might create a little burden, it might create a little sadness in you. But this month you are going to see this and you're going to understand what you can do and you're going to act on it. So even though it sounds like, oh, there are a lot of things to do this month, you are going to make it happen easily, as I said from the beginning. It is not going to create huge problematic events in your life. You're not going to feel like hopeless. You're not going to feel like helpless. You're not going to feel alone. If you focus on the right thing, if you focus on the friendship, kindness, humanity, people in your life that are asking you to be good, if you focus on those kind of things, things are going to work wonderfully and really easy. That's what I saw for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye! Hello, number 3. How is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at what is going to happen at March. I did not put the runes because I'm going to look at the same time. That's why I put the candle. Let it put it here and I will open the cards later on. Let's just look at the runes at the beginning. Hagalas. Ansus. There's a cat at the door. Don't worry about it. And Pertho. Again. You might be interested with number 2 as well. I'm not saying that you should just go and watch it, but you might be interested with that. Hagalos is talking about there's a lesson to be learned. There's some kind of a situation going on that is not really paying off. Maybe something is just like being a little neglected. Maybe something is not really going really great. But it doesn't mean that things are going to stuck in that way forever. It means like there's a lesson to be learned and there's something to be just to do about it. And Ansus is talking about Ansus is just like negotiating with people, talking with other people, connecting with other people. If it was like downwards, I will say that someone is just lying to you. But since because it is like upwards, I can say that being honest is the key. Being honest and being open to the communication, making your decisions based upon the honest and true situations, focusing on the reality, focusing on the truth, focusing on the facts, and then acting on it is going to be really important. So Pertho is talking about enjoying the things, having fun, laughter. So I cannot say that your month is going to be like problem and solving that problem. No, not like that. You're going to enjoy your month quite a lot. Honestly, you will feel really, really fine. And dealing with those kind of things and finding a meaning in those kind of things will be really fun as well. I'm not saying that things are going to be really problematic, okay? Don't feel like I'm just like giving you all the bad news. Hagalos is talking about like there's a lesson to be learned, and this lesson is going to be learned in a really good way. Let's see the cards. 7 of Cups. Justice. You see something is to be fixed. And King of Pentacles. What a beautiful reading already. I would like to say social justice warrior, but it has a negative connotation. Being an activist, let's say in that way. If you see something is off, if you see that something is just being neglected on purpose, if you see that there's some kind of an illusion, someone is just stealing, someone is just being wishy-washy, you're going to talk about it and you're going to have your result. When you talk about something that is not really working on, when you just focus on the things that are not really that great at all, if someone is trying to take advantage of other people and you see it and you're not really feeling fine about it, you're going to talk about it and you're going to fix the problem, which is great, which is honorable. Honestly, it is really good. Now, Justice and King of Pentacles is talking about someone who is like in power. But it can also mean a little bit. I'm just gonna go in that. I'm sorry, I have to. But it can talk about like a husband material situation. Husband and wife, not just like one gender. So you might actually talk with someone who might turn into like a marriage material later on. If you're single, baby, you might meet with someone that is going to be really, really important. Maybe you can meet with this person online. You see why I don't know why I actually talked about like talking about the lies, saying lies, and this is not the case. And online situation is just like some people are just lying quite a lot online because they think that they can get away with that. There's no lies. There's no problem at all. There's nothing wrong at all. There's joy, there's happiness, there's laughter, there's talk. There are all the good stuff, and I like it. You are going to be able to balance things out in your life. Justice is talking about balance, isn't it? But this justice and the balancing things out is going to come with the conversation with other people. I don't know why, but it has an importance. Like you're going to see all sides of a situation, like a specific situation. If something is just like being out there and you don't know what to trust and what to focus on, you're going to see the truth. And some people might not see it at the beginning, but you will be able to see it. You will be a little impartial. I'm not gonna lie. You're going to see things in an objective way and it might actually break somebody's heart. I don't know why. Sometimes it happens. I don't know why. But the truth will set you free. That's what I see. And it is going to be really good. Now I have to warn you about one thing. When you're enjoying the life, since because there's like a parental, you have to focus on the joy and happiness and those kind of things. And there's justice. Justice is talking about doing what is right, what is not like what you want maybe sometimes. You have to balance things out quite well. That's what I was talking about, right? If you're just like deciding over your intellect, deciding because it is right to do and it is not what you feel to do so, take care, because if you're not enjoying doing something, why are you doing that? Even though it is the right thing to do, even though you feel like it is the right thing to do. Later on, you might see another kind of a phase of a situation. So just don't push yourself to make a decision this month, at the beginning at least. Don't push yourself to just do the right thing. Just try to focus on what you feel as much as what you see it as well. Don't just like discard it immediately. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, Justice and Pentacles, sometimes talking about like working for yourself, working as a freelancer, those kind of things. And this is talking about internet. We talked about it before. Maybe you will have a side hustle that is going to be providing you a little bit more money. Or maybe, just maybe, you might feel like you can actually meet with new people online that might be really important as like colleagues as well. Not like just love related situation, but the monetarily as well. You can work with people online. You can just like have new communication with the online hustle, and those kind of things might be really effective as well. I will look at the more cards and then I will talk more about the situation. But I see love, just a teeny tiny amount of love. I see that. I'm not gonna lie to you. And if you already have a relationship, I have to tell you this. If this relationship is just like making you feel like, there's no reason to just decline this person. There's no reason to just break up. There's no reason to cut things down. But you don't feel the love as well. It's not your situation. It's something that you should just cut it out by itself. Don't feel like just because you're obliged to keep going on. Don't feel like you just have to do it. Don't feel like there's no reason to do it. Why would I do it? You don't like that person. If you don't like that person, just cut it. You might see different things later on. King of Swords is just like trying to show his face in all of the readings. I think I didn't put it in the first one, but King of Swords was just like, pick me, and pick me all the time. Okay, that's good. I will put the cards, don't worry. Hold on a second. Knight of Wands as well, okay. Everyone is investing on something, I guess. Queen of Wands. Okay, hold on a second. On a professional setting, you will have a lot of money and you will have the growth. You will have the potential of a growth as well. So this is talking about long-term investment, and this is talking about being professional, isn't it? And this is talking about what I can do, what I can just like act on it. And again, I have to tell you, activism. It's talking about activism. And you are going to take a lot of action over situations. You will have the way to just explain yourself to people. You will have the way to deal with the situation by yourself. And Queen of Wands is talking about being yourself, being in your element. You're going to feel extremely fine. Normally, if someone else was just in this situation of yours, they would be struggling. You will not going to struggle. You will not going to struggle because you will have enough of power to deal with this situation. And you're going to do it with your mind, with your heart, with your truth and your professionalism and those kind of things, and it's not going to be a problem. You have to focus on enjoying your life a little bit more. I have to tell you this. If you're just like doing the things because you have to do those kind of things, it is not going to be really happy month for you, but there's going to be a lot of opportunity things actually happen. There might be like a lot of opportunities are happening to provide you the joy and happiness, something to celebrate, something to have fun, talking with other people in a really happy manner, flirting and having fun is in your cards. So just do it. Queen of Wands is talking about like being really happy and really active and really out there, the it girl. The Queen of Wands is the it girl. And I'm not just saying that this is a girl and this is a boy. Please don't take it as it is. What I'm trying to say here is that Whatever you have to do this month, you have to keep the joy in it. You have to keep the fun in it. You have to just like focus on the nice things. And I see a lot of nice things. I see a celebration, even though there's not a celebration card, but there's some fun things to happen and you're going to feel extremely happy about it. You have to focus on your imagination and your wishful thinking as well. Not everything is about like a solid fact. It shouldn't be about that, at least. And I talked about it quite a lot. You will focus on the facts and the truths, and you're going to act on it and things are going to pay off. But give yourself a little chance to dream about something else. If you just focus on what is right, and if you're just doing the things, you're just doing something because you feel like it is something right to do. And if you focus on it too much, you might actually lose a little joy. So don't do it. Do it with the joy. If there's no joy, find a way to put the joy in it. If you cannot make it, then just walk away. Doesn't have to be like you have to do the right thing all over. You might get bored a little if you do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't do this. It's really not necessary. Focusing on passion projects. It could be about like writing a book. It could be like an online career. It could be like entertainment. It could be something else. Focusing on that is going to provide you as much as what is providing you now. This month you have to listen a little bit more music, I have to tell you. You have to listen more and fun music. You have to open yourself to a little games. You have to play a little game. Maybe on your phone, maybe on your computer, I don't know. But just focusing on something that you might actually enjoy might be really, really important. And it is not just like because you're focusing on a little bit of enjoyment, it doesn't mean that you are just discarding what is happening in the real world. If you feel like it, I understand you why you feel like it, because if bad things happen, you feel like you're obliged to just feel bad all the time, isn't it? But it is not really productive at all. You have to keep the joy in your life. You have to trust your life a little bit more. You have to keep an open mind for your fate, for your luck, for things to come, because a lot of joyful events might actually happen in this March. I would like to open 2 more cards. I don't know why. I felt like it. I don't know. I shouldn't do it, but I have to. Okay, the Tower. You see something bad happen. Because something bad happened, it doesn't mean that you have to sob all the time. And the Judgment, okay, something, I have to tell you, if you're a Turk who's watching this thing, you're gonna understand. Events happen, like disasters happen, and after the disaster, a lot of people being affected by it, and you have to talk about it. You have to just keep the rights of the people who cannot keep their rights for themselves, right? Being the activist I'm speaking of, and talking online. I mean, sharing the things online. What happened in my country is that a disaster have happened and everybody was talking about it online. Everybody was trying to share the things that they know. If people needed help, they were sharing this thing. And if they were like focusing on those kind of things quite a lot, like we forget to live, and we died as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I died a little. And focusing on the good things, focusing on the joy, focusing on the happiness is really difficult right now. If you're feeling like it, if you feel like you survived and you have to have this guilt, or if you feel like you have to do something about it, it is not time to just like focus on the nice things and fun things. It is not the time to make jokes. It is not the time to just focus on a little insignificant but what is giving you the pleasure. I don't know, anything like that. If you feel like it, it is not going to help anyone at all after a while. Just doing the right thing, it doesn't mean that you have to do it all the time. You have to keep the balance. So if you're not living at this country that I'm speaking of, if you're just like somewhere else and watching this thing, if something bad happened, it doesn't mean that you have to feel bad all over. I have to remind you that things happen. Unfortunately, things happen, but there's always a silver lining, and the Judgment card is talking about the silver lining. Even though you cannot see it right now, it doesn't mean that you will never going to be able to see it. you might actually give yourself a little time to focus on the nice things, the good things that are giving you the joy and happiness, as much as the things that are just like you have to keep an open mind when it comes to truth and sharing the facts and sharing the information with the people, and those kind of things might be really important, but it shouldn't be the only thing that you're doing. You have to live a little. You have to live a little. Focus on the nice things, fun things. Try to enjoy your life. There are a lot of things that are coming in your life that you might actually enjoy. You have to open yourself to those kind of things. That is all. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye!